Well, hello everyone. It's Paulie again, and I this is part two of the attracting leaf litter worms video. And really, I mean, I call this leaf litter worm because it's worms that love leaves. There also is a type of leaf litter worm, but um, the last video I showed you was how to just put a bunch of leaves down, and it was in the fall, but you just put a bunch of leaves down and the worms will move right into it. And it is the theory that I've always called, if you build it, they will come. So if you lay it down, you harvest leaves, you pile it up, whatever. If you build it, they will come. They will move right in. And so this is the middle of May, and um, last video you saw my leaves piled up a little bit higher than the cylinder blocks there, and now you can see that it's dwindled quite a bit. So if you wanted to collect this for um, worm castings after it's composted good enough, you could do it. But bear in mind you're going to lose about 80-85% of the bulk. So you have to go real big with your leaf pile. But anyway, this video is just to show you how to attract your worms, and it works great for patios. It works great for driveways, anywhere. I mean, you see me right here in the woods in my backyard, and everything's starting to grow in. But I wanted to shoot it here before everything is just swallowed up by vegetation. And the reason why I put the board down, it's not necessary, but the reason why I put the board down was just to see if the worms would indeed move in. And uh, I haven't seen it yet. I've turned it over a little bit and I saw a couple of worms. I'm like, all right, I got to get this on video because I think it's ready. So I'm going to jab it with a stick and we're going to find out what we have. Hopefully, not too dark. I forget the stick. I'm just gonna use my hands here because that's what I see one right now, right there. Look at that. Look at that guy. Hey, well, not bad. Not bad. That's a nice size. I mean, if you wanted to just set something up like this for fishing to attract worms for fishing, there you go. Uh, so what we got over here. Then there's roly-polies and there's beetles, and you're going to get all kinds of stuff. I'm not seeing anything here. Maybe I'm too early. I don't know. Just the middle of May, so I would think summer they'd be out here full force. Oh, there we go. Summer would be full force. Here's another one. Now that's a deep burrowing worm, and I'm thinking it's probably a small Canadian nightcrawler. You'll centipedes. You'll get centipedes. There we go. There's another one. Another worm. Pan out here. Centipede. Oh, here's a juvenile right here. Another one. That's a juvenile. There's no clitellum, no collar around it, so that's a, oh, there's a couple more. So these are still a little small. Uh, okay, no, I take that back. There's one. That's a nice size. That is a Canadian nightcrawler right there. I think, yes. There are the male organs right there. Those two, one, two. Uh, it's not a Canadian nightcrawler if you don't see the male organs. So let's just keep digging through here. So, oh, here's a couple more. Okay, well, maybe I'm not too soon, guys. I see quite a bit here. Whoa, that guy's big. Yep, that is another Canadian nightcrawler. Latin, Lumicus terrestris. Let's go to the back here and see what we got. Snails, you'll get those too. There's another one. That is not a Canadian nightcrawler. That is, looks like a jumper to me. Yep. These two, both of these, are what would be called the jumpers. They're very lively. They're very meaty too. A nice, thick, be good for fishing because such as the Alabama jumpers, they're very meaty and they stay on the hook real well. And whoops, look what I just did. Poor fella. And that was the anterior end, so because that's the mouth right there, you can see it coming in and out. Sorry, I hate it when I do that. There's another Canadian nightcrawler. Pretty sure. Let's see the male spores on it. If you'll stay. May not. There, two male pores, or male organs. Here's another guy. A Canadian, along with a jumper. Well, I think this pretty much proves it. I think it's a success. So hopefully this gives you ideas for this coming fall when the leaves just start to drop. Just pile them together and they'll move on in. More. Yeah, if you're wanting to know, yeah, centipedes do like to eat worms. And these are the same kind that I've been finding out in my goat yard. The deep burrowing worms, such as the Canadian nightcrawler, which this is. If he was a little bit full grown, he would be stretched out longer than a foot. So, and you know it's a Canadian nightcrawler if you look at the segments, you count the segments, and there should be about 30 up to 32 until you get to the clitellum. And of course you want to see the male organs on there. The female organs, there's female pores too, but those are a little bit harder to see. It's closer to the clitellum. But anyway, this is not a video on how to ID worms. Maybe I'll do that at another time. But very nice. I mean, I didn't really see any composting worms, but doesn't mean that they're not here. Sometimes when you put foods in, like very small amounts of kitchen scraps, even better, put stuff in like manure. Put a little bit of manure in. You'll see different type of species move into that. But carbon materials such as leaves and hay, straw, anything that's dead, you know, throw it down there, and it's great worm food as long as good worm bedding. But anyway, awesome. We were successful. So build it and they will come, guys. And I wish you best of luck. So I will see you next video. Hope this was really helpful. Again, this is Paulie from wormfarmingrevealed.com and now home of the Worm Farming Revolution book. And I'll see you guys next episode. Later.